So, who makes the better breakfast? Is it Wimpy or is it Frankie Benny's? Well, today I'm going to find out because I'm going to be trying them both to see who's best. So let's start off first with Wimpy.
So I didn't know either of these places served breakfast until recently, so I thought, why not try them out? The question is, can a fast food place like Wimpy compete with a restaurant like Frankie Benny's? Well, let's find out. This is the first time I've been to a Wimpy, and from first impressions, it feels the same as any other fast food chain. From the decor to the tables and chairs. I arrived pretty early, just after they opened at 10 AM, so not many people in here, but more did arrive towards lunchtime. One difference here to any other fast food chain I've been to is that you get table service, which was really surprising. You're seated at a table and they come over and take your order and then bring the food to your table. So that's exactly what I did, and I ordered the big brekkie. Plus a pot of tea, which again surprisingly came in a teapot. This place is more like a restaurant than a fast food place. Who knew? I thought Wimpy was just the same as McDonald's or Burger King and expected the same type of service, so this was a pleasant surprise. Right, so here is the breakfast I ordered, and a great looking one it is indeed. It seems to have all the right ingredients, so let me tell you what they all are. So, you get 2 slices of toast with butter, 2 hash browns, 2 rashers of bacon, some mushrooms, a pot of baked beans, a grilled tomato, 2 fried eggs, and 2 sausages. Let's eat. I'm going to start off with the sausages. They're a good colour. They look like sausages that you get from most places I've been to. Let's try them out. Delicious. The outside actually has a great snap when you bite into it. A lot of the time the outside kind of fades into the meaty inside, but with these you get a good snap. The inside is soft and juicy with a salty and meaty flavour. They're nice sausages. I like these. Let's move on to the mushrooms. Now I always prefer them cooked like this when they're sliced, rather than in big pieces, as I think you get more flavour in them this way. Let's find out if that's true for these. Really nice. It's true indeed. These have been fried well, and you can see the outside is almost crispy. The inside is soft with a meaty chew. You get the flavour of the mushroom and also that nice oily fried flavour too. The beans are next. Am I able to tell if they're Heinz or not? Well, there's only one way to find out. Eat them. Good beans. They're soft and mushy when you bite into them. It's a good texture. The sauce is tomatoey. I'm going to take a guess and say that they're not Heinz, as the sauce is a bit too runny, but I may be wrong. It's tough to tell. I like them though. I'm going to move on to the egg next and check if it has a runny yolk. It's perfectly runny. Watching egg yolk ooze out and run down the plate is just so satisfying to watch. I've cut off a bit to try. You can see the bottom is golden brown, so again it's been fried well. Let's try them. Very nice. The egg white is soft and delicate. It breaks away and falls apart as you chew. The egg yolk is thick and creamy, and the combination of the two just works so well together. It's time for the hash browns. These are usually one of my favourite things, and you get 2 big ones here which I'm pleased about. They are maybe on the slightly overcooked side going by the colour of them, but there's only one way to find out. Eat them. Delicious. They don't taste overcooked at all. The outside is crispy with a great crunch when you bite into it. It has that really satisfying fried potato flavour. The inside is soft and the potato still has a bit of texture as it's not completely mashed. The only criticism is that it could do with being a bit thicker, but I don't mind these either way. Right, it's time for the bacon. Arguably one of the best items on a breakfast. You get 2 rashers with this one, and you might not be able to tell, but it's a thick cut bacon, which I usually prefer. Let's try it. Amazing. The bacon has been fried well so you get a nice crisp to the outside as you bite into it. The flavour is salty and meaty, and because it's a thick cut bacon, it gives a really meaty chew too, so it feels like you're eating something substantial. I think I have to give the tomato a try too, as you need to get in your 5 a day with fruit and veg. Although I'm not sure if this counts though, as it's only half a tomato and it's been fried. Either way, let's try it. Nice. The tomato is soft and juicy. It just explodes with tomato juice as you bite it. The flavour is subtle. In fact, you probably get more of the grill flavour than the tomato itself. It's pretty good though. The toast is the last item I'm going to try before I do some combo bites. You get 2 slices here, which is great as that's not always the case, and a pack of butter for each slice. Let's try it. Good toast. You get a great crunch when you bite into it. The inside of the bread is soft. The butter adds a creaminess which adds moisture. You can't go wrong with it. Okay, I think it's time for some combo bites. This first one is the sausage, the crispy hash brown, and runny yolk egg, plus a dip in the beans. Fantastic. This next one might be small, but it packs a punch. It's bacon, tomato, mushroom, and egg, plus a dip into the beans of course. Amazing. And for the ultimate bite, everything on the plate. I only just managed to fit it onto my fork. Let's see if I can fit it in my mouth. Incredible. What a surprise it is to have a breakfast like this at a fast food place. I never expected it, but it was really good. The food was cooked well and had that classic oily fried flavour, just like a greasy spoon cafe would have. I'm guessing it was cooked on one of those big flat grills. Either way, I gobbled this up in no time at all.
What a nice breakfast that was. I think I liked everything on the plate. So the total cost of that meal was £12.45. Let's move on next to Frankie and Benny's.
So I only realised Frankie and Benny's did a breakfast recently when I tried their calzone in a previous video, which I really enjoyed. So I thought, why not come back for their breakfast? It's going to be interesting to see how it compares and what items are included, as I don't think it's just your standard breakfast items. There's quite a few people having breakfast, so it must be pretty good. Let's get ordering. The breakfast menu is a little unusual in that it's presented in the form of a newspaper or magazine article, although I'm not totally sure if the main story is true or not. Comment below if you know. The meal I'm going for is known as the big one, right there. Plus I got a pot of tea as my drink, which again came with something a little unusual, a Yorkshire tea bag. I think this might only be the second time it's happened on any of my breakfast videos. So let's make a quick cup before the food arrives. Okay, so here is the breakfast meal I ordered. Let me take you through what's included, as some items are a little unique. You get 3 rashers of bacon, 2 sausages, a grilled tomato, some toast, a slice of black pudding, 2 fried eggs, the unusual item of potato tots, which I'm looking forward to trying, some mushrooms, a pot of baked beans, and some butter for your toast. Let's dig in. I'm going to start with the sausage. They're a little different to the Wimpy ones, not as thick and less colour, although does that mean they've been fried rather than oven cooked? Let's eat them and find out. Nice. The outside has a slight snap to it. I think they may have been fried or maybe finished off by frying. The inside is soft and meaty, but a looser texture than the Wimpy ones. I think they could do with being a bit more flavourful in my opinion, but not too bad. Let's move on to the eggs next and see if they have a runny yolk. It's always one of my favourite things to see, and this one doesn't disappoint. It's got a great runny yolk. I've cut off a piece to try, so let's just go ahead and do it. Very nice. The egg white is soft and a little thick here, so it gives more of a bite. The yolk though is thick and creamy, and the contrast between the egg white works perfectly. I'm going to move on to the mushrooms next. So you get whole mushrooms here rather than sliced ones. Let's try them out. Delicious. These are surprisingly good mushrooms. The texture is soft and bouncy with a bit of a meaty chew, but the flavour of the mushrooms is a lot stronger here. I think I may have to reconsider which I like more. Let's try out the beans next. Is it just me, or is that a tiny portion? The pot is only half full. Anyway, let's try them out. Good beans. They're soft and mushy when you bite into them. They have a nice floury texture. The sauce is rich and thick with a sweet tomatoey flavour. I only wish you got more of it. Next up, I'm going to try out the unusual item of this breakfast. These are in place of the usual hash browns, and they're called potato tots. Let's give them a try and see what they're like. Very nice. They remind me of like potato cakes, crispy on the outside and a soft mashed potato on the inside, with a bit of onion in there too. I think on second look you actually get 2 different types of potato. You get the cubes of fried potato and then the round potato tots. So 2 different types with this breakfast. I think I do still prefer hash browns though. Okay, it's time for the black pudding. I think these are a bit of a love it or hate it item. I thought they might have been an extra optional item rather than standard, but I don't mind because I like them. Let's try it. Delicious. I think the disliking of black pudding is based on what it is rather than the actual taste, because I think it tastes good. The outside is slightly crisp, the inside is soft and cake-like in texture with a meaty flavour. It's a good black pudding. Again, with all this fried food, I need to get in some of my 5 a day. So here goes the grilled tomato. Delicious. It's soft and juicy with a great tomato flavour that explodes in your mouth as you chew. The unique thing here though is that it's topped with a lot of black pepper, so you get that peppery kick added in there too, which is really nice. The bacon is what I've been looking forward to this whole meal. It says on the menu that you're supposed to get 3 rashers, but are my eyes deceiving me? There only looks to be 2, or is one of those small pieces meant to be the 3rd? I would say it's 2.5 rashers rather than 3. Anyway, I've cut off a piece to try. I've included a bit of the fat on there too. Let's go for it. Amazing. It's a thick cut bacon they use here, so you get a great bite and chew to it. The flavour is salty and meaty. It's good bacon. Again, I only wish I got a proper 3rd piece rather than the little small one. Before I move on to the combo bites, I need to try out the toast. Only 1 slice cut in half here, but it is a thick slice. So let's butter it up and get eating. great toast. You get a good crunch as you bite into it, and because it's a thick cut bread, it gives you a substantial bite and chew, which I like. The butter adds a moisture that it needs and is a really creamy flavour. It's great toast. Okay, it's combo bite time. This first one is sausage, one of those crispy potato tots, and a bit of egg, plus a dip in the beans. Amazing! This next combo is a hearty one. You've got bacon, mushroom, tomato and black pudding, plus again a dip in the beans. Fantastic! And for the ultimate bite of this meal, everything on the plate. I've only just managed to fit everything onto my fork, so good luck to me trying to fit it in my mouth. Let's do a quick dip of the beans, and here it goes. Incredible. This really was a big breakfast. You get a lot of items included, and they were all cooked well too. The potatoes were the biggest surprise addition, but I like them. The combo bites again is always the best way to eat at breakfast, and I finished it off with combo after combo all the way to the end.
What a nice breakfast that was. The black pudding and fried potatoes were delicious. So the total cost of that meal was £13.20. So which was the better breakfast? Comment down below which one you preferred. For me, I think I'm going to have to give it to Wimpy. I just enjoyed that breakfast a little bit more, from the sausages to the hash brown and even the egg, so they take it for me. Okay, if you like the video, click on the thumbs up icon below and click on subscribe to come along for the next food journey, and I'll see you there.